With Hermann Hesse's classic novel as a jumping-off point, Siddhartha, Seeker of Truth, is a musical comedy setting of the hero's journey, which mythologist Joseph Campbell called the monomyth, since it appears in all cultures. In Siddhartha, Seeker of Truth, the hero's journey is a quest for meaning in the protagonist's life, which, in the end, brings all of the characters to a higher level of meaning in their lives as well. The hero's journey of this musical begins with Arthur Hope Jr., a college student with a sensitive soul, reading the classic novel Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. The novel inspires Arthur to actually change his name to Siddhartha, or one who seeks truth in Sanskrit. This modern-day Siddhartha sets down the book and sings his want song, I Am No Prophet, which tells of the follies of human history and how he will not be measured against false standards of perfection.
When first we stood outside the walls, ablaze with the fire of the angel's sword, abandoned, we wandered the earth with trembling souls until we found we could call ourselves the masters. Then we knelt before gods and wine and dice, with our hearts abrim with the sacrifice, and paid in blood for our destiny as the masters. I am no prophet, I am no seer, I have not come to be a judge of this shattered age. I want only my life again, to find out who I am again, and not to be measured against ideas of perfection. You'll never remake me.
At the end of his song, Siddhartha packs up and goes home to the town of Arcadia, which is in the midst of a religious dispute over the name of their church, a dispute that has divided the town in half. This dispute mirrors the archetypal exposition of mythology, whereby the hero must forsake the comforts of home in the quest for higher truth. The level of bitterness existing in Arcadia is summed up in the chorus song, Heretics and Heathens, with each side concluding with the lyrics, "Don't have anything to do with people who are going to hell." But now one side of the town has all the fresh water, and the other side has all of the arable land. They need to resolve the dispute before they all die of hunger and thirst on either side of the barrier between them. In time-honored fashion, they arrange a marriage between Arthur Hope Jr., who is from one of the two sects, and his longtime girlfriend, Patience Puregood, who is from the other. Patience Puregood is the maiden archetype of mythology personified, a latter-day Helen of Troy. Arthur is having none of this arranged marriage business. To the horror of everyone, he announces that he has quit college and is going on a search for truth and enlightenment, just like the title character of the novel. The townspeople exit and go in search of the town's most prominent citizen, Ace Hurlbut. Meanwhile, Siddhartha's best friend, Farley Wriggle, the archetypal ally, tries to steer Siddhartha back to a more normal life with his song, You Act Like Everyone Else Is Strange.
You act like everyone else is strange, but you're the one who really should change. So high and mighty and better than us. A pouty party, poopy, gloomy Gus. You need to get out and have some fun instead of becoming all undone. Like every failing of the human race, it's turning you into a social basket case. You stand around with a look of disdain, so judgmental and full of blame. Don't eat meat, go gluten-free. Give up bowling and do Tai Chi. I'm telling you this as your best friend. I hate to see you go round the bend. We've always had each other's backs. So maybe it's time you just give up and relax.
The townspeople return with Ace Hurlbut, Arcadia's richest citizen, who tries to persuade Siddhartha to find peace of mind like he did, by making more money than everyone else. He makes his materialistic points with his song, Gravy Train.
Give me a window seat on the dining car of the gravy train. You never realize what misery a life will bring. So I go out and have my fun, looking out for number one. I got the whole dancer right on my string. Woo! Hey, come on.
Siddhartha tells Ace Hurlbut and the townspeople, including his father, that he wants no part of a life of materialism. So the townspeople drag him to the village psychiatrist, Dr. Scrooby, who is the threshold guardian archetype of mythology. Dr. Scrooby analyzes Siddhartha and concludes that he must be insane to want to leave Arcadia. He announces that Siddhartha will be committed to the Scrooby Institute for Malcontents, Maniacs, and Lunatics, all the while singing his signature song, God is Not a Sentimentalist, an anthem to his patented product, Scrooby's Miracle Oil and Brain Cleanser.
Oh, we all know that life can be laden with strife, and that some things just can't be explained. Like the wherefores and whys of when good people die, and the sleazebags and slime balls remain. At times like that, you must remember a fact that's held true since the beginning of time, that the heavens are ablaze with mysterious ways, and your problems don't seem worth a dime. And that's because God is not a sentimentalist. He doesn't spare us from the arrows and slings. So if your life is much ado, be smart and listen to Dr. Scrooby. Start enjoying all the joy his formula brings. You may find yourself adrift on a stormy sea, with the sailors on your boat in mutiny. If you ever start to panic when you're sailing transatlantic, just remember that Titanic was meant to be.
While Siddhartha is with Dr. Scrooby, his best friend, Farley Wriggle, waits outside. Along comes Siddhartha's erstwhile girlfriend, Patience Puregood, who is crestfallen at Siddhartha's decision to go off on his search for truth. While they wait outside the clinic, she schools Farley, a carefree ladies' man who is actually very lonely, and what it means to be in love.
When you're with the one you love, you feel a strange contentment that you've never felt with anyone else. I hope you find true love.
I hope so too. I've heard that love can heal the heart of a lonely guy. It's not that I'm a lonely guy, but I know some guys who are.
You have to sacrifice for love. It's not all joy and bliss sublime.
I know deep down that this is true, but for now I'll bide my time.
You have to sacrifice
for love. It's not all joy and bliss sublime. I know deep down that this is true, but for now I'll bide my time.
Farley agrees very reluctantly to join Siddhartha, and together they go off in search of enlightenment for Siddhartha and any loose young women they might encounter along the way for Farley. They begin their journey with a song embodying the archetypal call to adventure, Portals of Mystery.
Setting off for places of mystical graces, surrounded by seers and sages. We leave behind this land of the blind in our quest for the wisdom of the ages. With hearts and souls ablaze with holy ardor, we welcome the tests that only make the journey harder. Throwing the gauntlet down in defiance of light.
I admire his heart, but we're worlds apart when it comes to rude motivation. Though he longs to climb for a world sublime, I confess to a vague trepidation. I'd rather stay home in comfort and security than wander the earth, the search of holy purity. I'm willing to bet this results in a threat to our lives.
Beating a circuitous path to the portals of mystery.
10 to 1, the path takes the form of utopian quackery.
Ascending to heights unimagined in my life.
I'm afraid this will lead to all manner of strife, but we're moving along on a road sure to widen our eyes.
So off we go on a life investigation.
I hope we live to tell the tale.
My life now begins, I say without exaggeration.
Unless we wind up in jail.
So off he goes on a life all alone. You'll find a mate constant and true. May he stay warm on a cold winter's night. May you start thinking of you. You must know that he's up and gone forever. I must know if he brought his woolen sweater. Why do men do such hurtful things? And why do some girls hold on? While sorrow and sadness wait in the wings. I'll wait until all hope is gone.
Patience Puregood and Dolores Del Fuego, the girlfriends of Siddhartha and Farley, are heartbroken. Patience sings Here Lies My Heart, a ballad of lost love.
Here lies my heart like a once treasured flower, plucked from the bush, then tossed on the wind, trod underfoot, washed away in a shower of my bitter tears over what might have been. Lost and forgotten, I'm left here abandoned, used and discarded, forsaken and scorned. Unending sadness, my only companion, wholly consumed by this love that I mourn. Through wide rimless floods and unquenchable fires, joyless I'll wander the earth all alone. The world will be cold and devoid of affection till I find a way to beckon him home.
Dolores then sings her fiery He's Broken My Heart.
I won't be scorched by the torch some women carry. I've learned from bitter experience not to get burned, and that I'm much better off solitary than with waiting for my calls to be returned. I will move on from shameless creeps and liars with the moral compass of an alley cat. I do not seek to be an object of pity as I whistle past the graveyard of my life. But by now I really should be sitting pretty and be best friends with the neighborhood midwife. I'm not vindictive or enraged to waste some of my best days on that cheating louse. Who am I kidding? I could bury my pain, but I'd much rather bury an axe in his brain. He's broken my heart, oh, but not for long. Time to bind up my wounds and move on. I'll find a rich man who is worthy of me, who will worship the ground I stroll on so regally. I'll sleep until noon. He'll bring me breakfast in bed. We'll lounge by the pool, and then we'll paint the town red. He'll hang on my words as if they were pearls, and my ring will be the envy of all the girls. If you think he would stray, you've got rocks in your head. I'll be all that he needs, plus he'd be better off dead. He'll be head over heels every waking day. And at night, let's just say that he won't be asleep at the wheel. Time takes its toll for a girl who works on her tan. So come on, Mr. Right, don't be left in the lead, because you've got a pressing engagement with me.
After Siddhartha and Farley leave Arcadia, they stop in a clearing to catch their breath, and a discussion of the meaning of the word now ensues.
Bye-bye, Arcadia.
Are we there yet, Patty?
Soon.
We don't seem to be making any progress. When does this search for meaning begin?
It's already begun. Every step along the way is a learning experience.
Well, I think I'm learning geometry from going around in circles.
Come on, we don't have time to waste. But wait. We need to stay in the now.
When?
Now.
What I mean is, when now?
What?
Which now do you mean? Do you mean the now, or the now before? And you said now, because that now is now gone, and the new now is now a now.
There's never a new now. There's only the now. As soon as you say new, it's not now.
Oh, of course, but that not new now is not this not new now. No? Because now I'm confused.
You're doing this on purpose. Come on, let's go.
Now?
Stop!
Their series of misadventures next leads them to the commune of the Manifest Ecstasy, a cult by any other name.
Twist yourself into a pretzel with Ardha Matsyandrasana. Lift your body just like a cobra in perfect Bhujangasana. Pagirli Dani Amana Vipatipara Pachimottanasana. When I was a little yogi growing up in Delhi town, all the yogis in their duties putting down this happy sound, gathered by the river Ganges, danced and let their hair fall down. So find a partner in the commune, it can banish any frown. All the people in the commune join the chorus, sing along. If you feel it, you can heal it. Make your heart burst into song. Now lift your voice and make some noise. You won't feel sad for very long. With your yoga and the guru, you'll find that you can't go wrong.
After the very first song in the entire musical theater repertoire with the theme of yoga, Farley sees Lucy Lockhart, the love of his life from high school. Lucy is now a member of the commune and has taken the name Whisper. She is the archetypal shapeshifter of mythology, Farley's former girlfriend and now his secret adversary. She tells Farley that the Father Benevolent, their guru, has just died. But unbeknownst to Farley, Whisper is in league with Timberwolf, one of the members of the commune who insists that the Father Benevolent appointed him as his successor. Timberwolf and Whisper connive to use Farley as an unwitting dupe in Timberwolf's scheme to become the next Father Benevolent.
I've long been passed over as just a mere chauffeur, but soon I'll be hailed as the Guru Divine. I'll hold forth for hours on mystical powers, though of course I'll be casting my pearls before swine.
I'll help you achieve it with a trick up my sleeve you can use to advance your magnificent scheme. It involves making use of an amorous nitwit who would do anything to get closer to me. We'll try every angle, together we'll wrangle, conniving, contriving our way to the top.
I'll rouse up the rabble with glib psychobabble,
And rise to your place as the Guru Divine.
and rise to my place as the Guru Divine.
By a zany turn of events, orchestrated by Timberwolf and Whisper, Farley is chosen to be the next Father Benevolent. But Farley's been set up to fail by winning a preposterous burping contest, one of the signs that the Father Benevolent allegedly left as an indication of his true successor.
We are now down to our final candidates. The final sign is this. The true successor must be able to burp longer than any other candidate.
Once Farley is discovered to be a fraud, he and Siddhartha are thrown in the commune jail, along with their girlfriends and Ace Hurlbutt, who have come to do an intervention on Siddhartha. After escaping from the jail, Siddhartha declares his intention of continuing his search for truth. But Farley and the others have had enough and want to go home. So Siddhartha goes off on his own. Act 1 closes with Anthem, Siddhartha's reaffirmation of his commitment to finding truth.
I don't think I've even started it yet.
Siddhartha, it's time to give it up. You gave it a good try, but it's only led to all this craziness. If you go, you're going alone. No way am I gonna put up with this.
Please, listen to him. I want you back. I want you safe.
I'm sorry, Patience. This time I have to go alone. Not even this book will be my company. Nothing any of you say will make me change my mind. I have to find the answers to my questions, or else my life will continue to be empty.
Come on, Patience. You can't keep wasting your life with him. Will you ever come back?
Like I've told you before, once I find my true self.
Arthur! Siddhartha! Please don't go, please!
I must go. I must stand alone and cry aloud until the heavens break. No one shall my mission dissuade. In sunless secret places, I shall seek what's right. I shall part the mists of mystery, shrouding radiant light, attaining the transcendent, ordained to find my grail. Heedless of all sore affliction, surely I'll prevail. None shall e'er my mission dissuade. I'll not see my purpose betrayed.
I cannot abide your arrogant pride.
Holding firm and steadfast, I shall stay the course to the peace that passeth understanding, flowing from its source. Custom and tradition have no hold on me. Captain of my sovereign soul, I forge my destiny. Why must you be so impossibly strange? I'll not yield, my heart is unchanged. Others speak from judgment deranged.
I cannot abide your arrogant pride.
I now live my life for me, for me, for me.
Act 2 begins with the narrator, who in a final reveal at the end of the show turns out to be Farley as an old man. The narrator tells of what happened after Siddhartha left his friends behind. He has now wandered 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, at the end of which time he is losing his mind. He sings the song, Siddhartha's Dark Night of the Soul.
The night is cold and deaf to pain. Whose world has this become?
recognize the stars that seem to point in countless directions. No ship could hope to find its way when the world has turned upside down like this.
At this point, Siddhartha decides to end his life. Suddenly, there appears on the scene the angel of death. Siddhartha asks who he is, and he answers with the song, Hot-Blooded, Cold-Hearted Mute.
You might not even see me pull into view. I'm told I have a way of blindsiding you. The most potent of potentates burst into screams when the grandiose schemes fall apart at the seams. You may never know the day or hour when I'll arrive. I am the thief of 1,000 hopes. I come by when they're at the end of their ropes. They kick and they scream and they say it's not time, but I got it all down in this record of mine. I'm the cherub who appears to help them balance the book, and I wait in the wings till it's time to give them the hook. With never a person ever excluding, brutally intruding into the brooding. Call me what you will, but I will surely be calling on you. When your number comes up, you will go without further ado. So many clients when I'm in a crunch. My schedule's so full, I barely got time for lunch. I'd like to cut back, but my quotas are firm. But I don't enjoy seeing anyone squirm. I tried my best to put them at ease on the day they settled the bill. And I charm them to death because I'm always dressed to kill.
Through a case of mistaken identity, the angel of death, Angelo della Morta, tells Siddhartha that it's not his time. He needs to go on living despite his existential despair. He points Siddhartha in the direction of a character known simply as the man of no wisdom, who lives within a remote grove of apple trees. The man of no wisdom is the archetypal mentor figure of myth. A contentious relationship develops between Siddhartha and the man of no wisdom.
And who might you be?
My name is Siddhartha.
What brings you here?
I was told that maybe you can help me.
I don't know about that. What kind of help do you need?
In a nutshell, I feel like I've died and gone to hell.
You don't have to die to go to hell.
I'm starting to realize that. I'm looking for truth. Can you tell me what truth is?
All right.
But I was told that you had wisdom to impart.
You didn't get it. Well, what wisdom do you already know?
I've read all the great philosophers, Kant, Kierkegaard, Heidegger, not to mention the sacred texts, Rosicrucianism, Zoroastrianism, Falun Gong.
That's a lot of reading.
I'm spiritually hungry.
And when you're physically hungry, do you read menus?
I also spent some time at the Manifest Ecstasy Commune.
The Manifest Ecstasy Commune.
And what did you learn there?
I learned that all things are interconnected.
Oh, they are not. How could all things be interconnected if they were never separate to begin with?
I never thought of it that way.
Thinking about it at all is the main problem. You have to live it in your everyday life.
What do you believe?
I believe in these trees.
What about religion?
If it's a religion that makes people nice to each other, fine with me. But if it's a religion that makes people hate even one other person, no thanks. Where are you from anyway?
Arcadia, on the Bountiful Peninsula.
Then you know all about that second type of religion. Why not seek the truth there just for the challenge, if nothing else?
I find it so hard to deal with Arcadia and the outside world in general.
Look, let me tell you something, but I'm not sure if it counts as wisdom. It's not the outside world that needs fixing. People suffer to the degree they want the outside world to be different. Look, why don't you stay a while and help me with this grove? I'm getting too old for this anyway. If you still think I know some deep meaning in life, maybe we'll both find it.
What, by planting trees?
Why not? Doesn't look like you've had much luck with anything else.
Siddhartha again loses hope and sings his song of final desperation, Dead of Night.
Midnight, my hope is waning. Darkness enshrouds my mind. Should I somehow continue, or should I leave this world behind? Will he guide my way to wisdom, truth, and light? Will I find my answers, or should I just give up the fight? My search is all but hopeless. I'm at my final Rubicon. Yet something deep within says, see it through and carry on. So one more day I'll give it. Morning will soon be nigh. I know not if I'll outlive it, but I resolve to do or die.
The man of no wisdom then imparts the only wisdom he has. The meaning of life is found through love, something Siddhartha has scorned as an obstacle to finding his true self.
I think you might be ready
For what?
for the only wisdom I have to offer.
Okay. So, what is it?
You're looking for the meaning in life, right? Your true self.
Yes, exactly. How do I find my true self?
You find your true self by losing yourself.
I don't understand. How do I find myself by losing myself? Is this another word game?
The purpose of life is to help each other through it, not to become some sort of wise man that everyone worships. That's no different from wanting to be a famous actor. Actually, it's worse because you convinced yourself you're someone holy and special, and that's exactly what's been holding you back. I think you're ready to move on from that.
But how?
For most people, love is the way to lose themselves.
Love? Are you saying I'm not worthy of anything deeper?
What's deeper than that?
Farley suddenly reappears, telling him that Patience Puregood is close to death. Siddhartha accompanies Farley back to Arcadia in the archetypal Road Back Home sequence. Once back home, Siddhartha sees Patience Puregood on her deathbed. His heart is moved, as it has never been moved before.
Patience! Can you hear me?
Probably not. She's been this way for days. They don't think she has much time left.
What? What happened?
There's a problem with her heart. It might be broken.
I love you.
And his newfound love for Patience revives her.
Why is everyone here?
Patience!
Arthur, is that you?
Yes. I've come home, and I'll never leave you again.
That makes me so happy.
I'm sorry I was so selfish.
I was the one who was selfish, but I'm just so glad you're back.
In the end, love redeems all of the characters, including the townspeople, who are finally able to set aside their silly differences over the name of a church. Peace is restored to Arcadia.
Deep within our spirits burns an ancient flame, glowing evermore within its power we proclaim, joined in jubilee. spirits filled with loving kindness, gladly we rejoice. Rising above any hardness of heart, joined as one a new day we start. Naught shall ever drive us apart. Together we find a way to be kind. Love has brought us joy and peace, and peace, and peace.
I hope this little taste of Siddhartha, Seeker of Truth, has whetted your appetite to view the entire video. Thanks for watching.